Brett Okamoto with UFC welterweight Robbie Lawler, who welcomes Ben Askren to the Octagon at UFC 235 on Saturday in Las Vegas. And Rob, it's very good to see you. We haven't seen you for a while. You just disappear on us sometimes. When you're not fighting, you're just gone. You're a ghost. Why is that?
I'm just hiding, focusing on myself. There's no sense being out here in the limelight if you don't have to, and I didn't have to. And the reason you see me is because this is part of what I have to do UFC week.
Any chance that when your career is over and you're just chilling at home that you'll miss the limelight? Is there any possible chance that when it's all over you'll say, you know what, it wasn't too bad?
No, obviously it's not too bad, but I mean, this is not why I do it. I don't enjoy this. I mean, it's nice to get out to the fans through the media here and there, but I like to keep to myself and just chill.
Well, the reason we haven't seen you since 2017 is because of a torn ACL, right? And that injury happened in the fight, correct?
Oh yeah, it's happened in the fight.
Yeah. Can you talk about just, did you know right away? What did you feel? And what was it like, finishing that fight with only one knee?
Yeah, I knew something was up, but I didn't know how bad it was. I felt it crunch and got to my feet and took a step back, and it just crumbled on me. And I just thought maybe it was like a sprain or like a torn meniscus or something, and just kept trying to figure out a way to get the job done. Didn't do it, but my bones were kind of crunching every time I kind of like pivoted on it. It didn't hurt. It was kind of like, oh shit, what is that?
How do you try to come up with a game plan on the fly when your bones are crunching in your knee and you can't move on it? What is that even like?
I don't know. Maybe try to bring them into a shot. Just kind of try to mix it up. But I mean, obviously. I've fought so many times, you just try to figure stuff out, try to see what you can do and what you can get away with, and just go.
So when you leave the fight, you find out, confirm, yes, it is a torn ACL. What goes through your mind at that point?
I'm like, oh shit, torn ACL. Fought a couple rounds with a torn ACL. Got to get in store for the surgery. Got to get the surgery taken care of, and then rehab. That's it. And how I'm going to be better than I was before, and how this injury was a blessing. That's what I focused on right away. I didn't know why it happened. It was just like, how can I turn this negative into a positive?
How did you do it? What is the positive of tearing your knee in late 2017?
Got to spend a lot of time with my family. Got to refocus on my body. Met some good people who helped me get my body stronger than it's ever been before at Barwis. Dr. Reeves did a great job of putting my knee back together on the surgery, and it was just rehabbing and grinding from there. But it was a fun process, and I didn't rush it because I didn't want to go back to that first day right after surgery. I just knew to take it slow and do the right stuff and listen to my strength and conditioning coaches, PT, and doctor, and not rush anything.
Did you feel like you got a sneak peek of what life may be like when your fighting career is over?
No, I didn't really think about it. It was just focus on the moment and enjoy my family and get my body ready to go again.
When did you think that Ben Askren was a potential opponent for you to come back to?
I don't know. My coach just said something, Dana said something, and then it was signed.
What do you think of Ben Askren?
I mean, a hell of a competitor, a guy who's wrestled all over the world at a high level, obviously, and a guy who's fought all over the world and who's undefeated. So obviously he figures out a way to get the job done.
Obviously, he's never fought in the UFC, and a lot of people have speculated, oh, he'd do great in the UFC. Oh, he could never cut it in the UFC. What did you think? Did you think he was UFC material? Did you think that he probably wasn't on the level?
No, I thought he could beat a lot of guys in the UFC. I mean, top to bottom, he could beat a lot of guys in the UFC pretty handily.
I wanted to get your thoughts on the retirement of George St. Pierre. For a long time, I know me personally, I can speak for myself, I wanted to see that fight. I thought that would be a fun fight between you and George. There was a history there between George and you and Matt Hughes and the camp and all that. Did you have any reaction to seeing that George had hung up his gloves for good?
No, I had no idea until I had an interview and someone asked me about it, and I was just kind of like, oh, okay. Congratulations to him on a hell of a career and just moving forward, focusing on myself.
Well, I can tell by your body language that you're absolutely thrilled to be back here at UFC 235. We're thrilled for you as well. Welcome back and looking forward to the fight.